If you've ever stood in a supermarket aisle staring at 50 different pasta shapes, wondering who invented all of these and why, this video is for you, because every pasta shape exists for a reason. Some were born from hunger, some from religious tradition, some from rich aristocratic kitchens, some because of curiosity. And yes, there are wrong sauces for pasta. Italy has receipts. Chapter 1. The Two Souls of Pasta. Before we talk about shapes, we need to talk about two completely different pastas that often get confused. In Italian culinary tradition, pasta has two main families. The first is pasta fresca, fresh pasta. This is mostly found in northern and central Italy. It's made with soft wheat flour and eggs. Rich, golden, elastic. This is the pasta of Sunday lunches, grandmothers, rolling pins, and floured wooden tables. The second is pasta secca, dried pasta. This comes mostly from southern Italy. It's made with durum wheat semolina and water, no eggs. This pasta is tougher, more resilient, and was designed to survive heat, travel, and time. Why the difference? Because the north had chickens and butter. The south had sun and wheat. Durum wheat thrives in hot climates, especially in regions like Sicily, Campania, and Puglia. This wheat produces strong gluten, perfect for drying pasta, and giving it that firm bite we call al dente. So already pasta is geography. And once you understand that, the shapes start to make sense. Chapter 2. Long pasta, the art of twirling. Let's start with the most iconic shapes. Long pasta, spaghetti, linguine, vermicelli, bucatini, capellini. Long pasta was perfected in southern Italy, especially Naples. Historical culinary texts from the 16th and 17th centuries describe streets filled with pasta makers hanging long strands to dry in the open air. Spaghetti likely evolved from earlier Arabic noodles introduced to Sicily during Arab rule in the Middle Ages. The idea of stretching dough into long strands was practical. Long pasta dries evenly and stores well. Spaghetti itself became popular because it was cheap, filling, and dramatic. There are 18th century illustrations of Neapolitans eating spaghetti with their hands in the streets. It was street food before it was fine dining. Spaghetti works best with smooth, oil-based or tomato-based sauces. Think aglio e olio, marinara, carbonara. The sauce coats the strands instead of hiding inside them. Linguine, slightly flatter, was born near the Ligurian coast. It pairs beautifully with seafood and pesto because its shape holds delicate sauces without overwhelming them. Bucatini, with its hollow center, is Roman engineering at its finest. It was made to trap sauce inside the pasta itself. That's why bucatini all amatriciana is sacred in Rome. The sauce doesn't just cling, it lives inside. Long pasta is elegant, but it demands restraint. Heavy, chunky sauces overpower it. Italians knew that centuries ago. Chapter 3. Short pasta, sauce traps and rustic life. Short pasta exists because not everyone had time, space, or money for long, delicate strands. Shapes like penne, rigatoni, ziti, mezze maniche were made to be sturdy, easy to dry, easy to cook, and perfect for feeding large families. Penne, cut diagonally like quills, comes from northern Italy but spread everywhere because it's practical. The angled ends and hollow center catch sauce beautifully. Rigatoni, larger and ridged, is Roman comfort food. Those ridges are not decoration. They are designed to hold thick sauces, especially meat-based ragouts. Ziti became popular in southern Italy and later in Italian-American cuisine. Traditionally, they were broken by hand before cooking, a gesture often associated with weddings and celebrations. Short pasta pairs best with chunky sauces. meat, vegetables, legumes. This is food of the countryside, of slow cooking, of large pots simmering for hours. This is pasta that forgives mistakes. It doesn't clump easily. It doesn't break your heart if overcooked slightly. It's democratic pasta. Chapter 4. Twists, Spirals, and Ridges. Pasta as Engineering. Now we enter the golden age of pasta innovation. Fusilli, rotini, cavatappi, strozzapreti. These shapes exist because someone asked a very important question. How do we make pasta hold more sauce? Fusilli were originally hand-rolled around knitting needles or thin rods. The spiral shape creates pockets where sauce gets trapped. This makes them perfect for pesto, creamy sauces, or vegetable-heavy preparations. Strozzapreti literally means priest chokers. According to folklore, these twisted shapes were made by women who resented giving food to greedy church officials. The name stuck because Italians never forget a good insult. Cavatappi, shaped like corkscrews, are a more modern invention, made possible by industrial extrusion. They are excellent for baked pasta dishes because they hold their structure and sauce under heat. These shapes represent a moment when pasta stopped being just sustenance and became design. Chapter 5. Shells, Bows, and Pockets. Edible Containers. Some pasta shapes exist for one purpose: to carry something inside. Conchigli, farfalle, orecchiette. Shells are ancient. Their shape naturally scoops sauce, but larger shells were designed to be stuffed. Ricotta, spinach, meat. This is baked pasta culture, born from feast days and leftovers transformed into luxury. Farfalle, or bow ties, come from Lombardy and Emilia-Romagna. They were originally made by pinching scraps of dough together, a practical solution that became iconic. Their uneven texture means you get multiple sensations in one bite: soft center, firmer edges. Orecchiette, meaning little ears, come from Puglia. They are made by pressing dough with a thumb against a wooden board. Their concave shape is perfect for catching bitter greens like broccoli rabe, often paired with anchovies and garlic. This is poor people's genius. Minimal ingredients, maximum function. Chapter 6. Tiny Pasta, When Pasta Becomes Comfort. Not all pasta is meant to be dramatic. Pastina, ditalini, acini di pepe. Tiny pasta exists for soups, broths, and children. In Italy, pastina is often the first solid food a child eats. It's cooked in broth, sometimes with egg or cheese, and it's deeply emotional for Italians. Ditalini are small tubes, traditionally used in pasta e fagioli. This dish was born from necessity: beans, pasta, and thyme. Acini di pepe, tiny pearls, were created to add texture without weight. They float, they absorb flavor, they comfort. These pastas remind us that pasta is not always about indulgence. Sometimes it's about care. Chapter 7. Stuffed Pasta, Edible Luxury. Stuffed pasta is where pasta meets ceremony. Ravioli, tortellini, agnolotti. These shapes come mostly from northern Italy, where eggs were abundant. Stuffed pasta was a way to transform small amounts of meat or cheese into something grand. Tortellini, according to legend, were inspired by Venus's navel. Whether you believe that or not, they are sacred in Bologna. Traditionally filled with pork, prosciutto, and mortadella, and served in broth. Ravioli existed as early as the 14th century, mentioned in Venetian manuscripts. They were a way to use leftovers creatively. Stuffed pasta is not everyday food. It's celebration food. It takes time, skill, and patience. Chapter 8. Why Shape Always Matters. Here's the truth Italians rarely shout but always believe. You don't choose pasta randomly. Each shape was created to solve a problem. How to dry, how to hold sauce, how to stretch ingredients, how to feed families. When you pair the wrong sauce with the wrong pasta, you're not breaking a rule. You're ignoring centuries of experience. But when you pair them correctly, something magical happens. The pasta disappears, and all you taste is balance. That's the real beauty of pasta. Pasta is history you can eat. It's design you can boil. It's culture you can taste. So next time you're choosing a shape, don't ask, what do I like? Ask, what was this pasta made to do? Because somewhere in Italy, hundreds of years ago, someone already figured it out. And they were probably very hungry. Thank you for watching.